How's it going today, guys? This is Upside Down Ace, and welcome to episode 4 of the Ultimate Challenge. Now, this was suggested by Blaze17 AMS. He said, race a Nissan GTR 2010 versus the Lexus LFA on Fujimu Kaido New Downhill. Great challenge because this is just, it's perfect in so many ways. It's the best map for a complete one-on-one, and I solved my lack of speed with some aggressive racing here, and I completely just hit the Nissan. I know it's completely cheap, but I get punished by hitting the wall. And this is just, it was a great overall challenge, because you have the Lexus LFA versus the Nissan GTR, which, in their own right, is a great debate, because they're both incredibly fast, and they're very, very similar on speed, but one costs 3 times more than the other one. The Lexus is like $500,000 and the Nissan is like $150,000, $200,000. So there's always that debate of, well, is the Lexus really worth that much more money? And in reality, it's really not. But I prefer the Lexus because I am a total Lexus fanboy. I drive a Lexus. Before you go off on me, it's a 1999 GS, so it's nothing super fancy, but I love it. It's got like 150,000 miles, and it's tight as a drum. It still gets me where I need to go, and I just love the car. But I like the way the LFA looks much more than the Nissan. I felt when the LFA finally came out, it was like Lexus has finally matured and decided to get out of this hybrid phase that they're in, and they still are in, which is good, and make a hardcore supercar. Not just a sports car like their SC 430 series, which are just utter crap, but something that is totally, you know, purpose-built to go fast. And when I saw this car, I nearly dropped dead. It was so gorgeous. I mean, the triangle exhaust and the rear taillights design, the all-carbon fiber body, it was just beautiful. But the Nissan GTR is good-looking in its own right. It looks more of like a bad guy's car. If you've ever seen the film 200 mph, it's a B-movie film. I love B-movies. And the bad guy drives a Nissan GTR, and he's racing against like a Mazda RX-7, and he's like the good guy, and they're racing it around the street, and they're like, oh, don't worry, he's never gonna reach, you know, 100, his top speed, 180, but it's funny because none of the cars in that movie could go 200 miles an hour, and it's just, so at the end of the movie, you know, he's driving, and they do this sharp right turn, and the Mazda takes it, but the Nissan goes too fast. And they have a scene where it's like the Nissan is sliding, and then the camera cuts in, and it's this animated Nissan GTR that you can clearly tell is animated because it's a B-movie on the budget. And it just smashed, and it's this terrible explosion, and it's just hilarious looking because you know they don't have the budget to wreck a Nissan GTR, so they had to make it with some CGI and special effects. So if you guys haven't watched that, I recommend it. It has like a good laugh. It's got like a bunch of strippers and stuff like that in it. So I hope there aren't any kids watching this. If you're under 18, don't watch it. It's bad. But you know what? It's whatever. So the other thing I want to talk about today is it's April Fool's Day. And April Fool's Day, it's all a good laugh, right? It's usually, you know, ha ha ha, I tricked you. You know, Google has some amazing stuff. If you haven't seen Google's April Fool's Day, just Google Google's April Fool's Day, and you'll be amazed at how creative this company is. But there is a line, guys. Don't take April Fool's Day too far. Like, for an example, my roommate's girlfriend completely broke down this morning because she got a call from her friends that her car had been stolen. And, you know, they thought it was one of her friends because they had gotten in a big fight and blah, blah, blah. So she was crying all this morning. She called her mom. She was freaking out. She didn't know what to do. Like, a lot of her stuff was in there. And then they called her back, and they're like, April Fools! And she just wanted to go off on them. And I understand it's all fun and games, and it's good for a good laugh. But you just gotta understand where the line is. You know, just don't take your April Fool's jokes too far. I'm all for it, but just don't, you know, don't do something that's going to make somebody completely break down and cry to their mom about what just happened to them, alright? Just, I don't know, that's my thought on April Fool's Day. So, let's get back to the challenge. This track, Fujimu Kaido, I think is perfect for these one-on-one, just total rivalry matchups, especially these both being Asian car manufacturers. It just fits so well, and this track, it's such a gorgeous looking track, because you just feel like, this could actually happen. There might actually be an LFA and a Nissan GTR racing through the mountains of Japan one day, you know? I mean, maybe that's what Forza Horizon is going to be. Who knows? I mean, I hope so. I hope it's a more street racing oriented game. So, that's my ultimate challenge. If you want to participate in the next one, be sure to comment below with a car you want me to drive, a car you want the computers to drive, and a track to do it on. If you get top comment, I will do it. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos.